good afternoon. Okay, I'm very thankful of this opportunity to be sharing with you about TR90. Okay, so in the TR90 program, there are three components. Of course, the first component is the supplements. Okay, whereby these supplements, right, will be able to help us to reset, actually adjust our youth gene cluster, okay, so that our body, right, can be expressed in a youthful self. Okay, so therefore it will help us with our metabolism, with our fat metabolism, muscle metabolism. Okay, so that's the first component. And of course, the second component in this whole TR90 program is on the food. Okay, that means the food choices, the diet planning. Okay, what are the ways that we can balance, okay, between a socially active lifestyle and at the same time also eating healthy to help us to manage our weight. Okay, and then of course the last component is our lifestyle modification. So today my topic, right, will be sharing on how can we plan our meals, okay, and how can we make better food choices. Okay, so that's what I'm going to share. So I'm going to use some slides just to assist us in understanding how do we make plans for our for our weight management. Okay, so let's just stop that. Okay, let's start. Okay, so in this TR90 program, okay, so let's go straight into the food. Okay, so it's very common for us to really, wherever we discuss with our friends, wherever we talk about losing weight or having a healthier weight, right? Surely everybody, the first thing they will talk about, right, is that eat lesser, okay? Or every day eat healthier, no more fried food, no more snacks, no more finger foods, etc. Okay, so it's very common that the first thing we think of, right, is reduce the calories, because we understand that the calories that we intake, right, okay, whether is it from our food, drinks, okay, anything that we ingest in, right, what happens is that if your body doesn't use these calories as energy, okay, for metabolism, for daily functions of our body, then of course the excess calories we take, right, will go and store as fats, okay, in our body. Okay, so that's why that's a very common way. Okay, but even when we talk about these calories, right, you think about it, you see, look at the picture here. They are so-called, they are both of the same amount of calories. That means what you see here in the avocado, white rice, okay, chicken breast meat, all these are actually has the same calories, right, as what you see in the others on the other side, okay, which is the like a meal, okay, a fast food meal, a McDonald's meal, a cheeseburger meal, okay, which there's one glass of Coke and as well as one small fries. Okay, so you notice both of them will give you 500 of about the same 550 calories. Okay, but honestly, we all know, right, which one is a better choices. Okay, so using a calorie measuring method, right, may not really be the best way, because it doesn't mean anything. Okay, you can cut down your calories from 2,000 calories to 550 calories, but at the end of the day, your choice of food, right, is not so good, because look at the carbohydrates, look at the way the food is being prepared. Okay, so that's why in our program we are not just only thinking of calories, we are thinking of the choice of food as well as the cooking method. Okay, and then next thing is how to eat. Okay, so over here you will notice that in the TR90 program, right, there are a few things that we are looking at. Okay, firstly, we do not starve ourselves. Okay, so there are programs, right, whereby they ask people to eat one meal a day. Okay, there's always different type of intermittent fasting. And then of course recently what I heard of is 40 hours fasting. Okay, that really shocked me, because I feel that 40 hours not having any food, right, can actually have some effect on the body. Okay, because you think about it, you're not eating anything, you're not giving your body any energy, any food sources. Okay, so likely they go into hibernative mode. Okay, or of course the purpose is actually part of the purpose is actually to create this ketosis effect, okay? And then I don't know, okay? And I want to share with you all is that maybe next time we've got more opportunity. It doesn't mean that you don't eat right, then your sugar level come down, okay? I haven't read that on it. That's why I say we leave it for another day, okay? But I so happen that I have a friend, okay, who is in such a program. I actually observed that doesn't mean that she had a longer fasting period, you will actually have a lower sugar level. Okay, so we leave that on another day. Today we focus on what is an overall eating plan. Okay, so first thing, no starving. Okay, for our body to have a healthy metabolic rate, right, we need to eat regularly. Okay, so that the body, right, understand the signal that you are giving eat. Okay, that means you are trying to tell your body that how do you eat, what is your pattern, okay, so that they know how to adjust the body accordingly. Okay, next thing is to select a well-balanced nutrition. So just now we talked about it, okay, that it makes a lot of difference between eating the good calories and the bad calories. Okay, the other thing is our body, right, is designed such that you need some carbohydrates, you need protein, okay, you need vitamins and minerals from your from your fruits and vegetables. Okay, so therefore, even though we know carbohydrates are a great culprit for our weight gain as well as our weight issues, okay, they are not to be discard, okay, or totally removed from our diet. Okay, so we want to achieve a balance. That means you have all the different food groups, okay, but it's just that whether the amount, the portion size, okay, that's where we can look into. Next thing, eat a wide variety of food. Okay, having variation actually helps us to make sure that we have a balanced nutrition. Okay, and that also give our body a chance to adjust to the different type of food. Okay, and then of course, because I think more people are socializing, more people are having gatherings. Okay, especially like our country in Singapore. Okay, we totally remove all the restrictions for the COVID safety measures, okay, except that maybe in the hospitals, okay, or more critical area, you are required to wear mask. Other than that, there's no longer to need to wear any facial mask anymore. Okay, so I think because of gatherings, okay, etc., this is definitely something we need to look into. Okay, so then next thing is of course choose the right food. Okay, and then next thing is simple yet powerful. Okay, remember most of the people who has weight management issues, okay, or actually embark on this program, it's because they have a very busy lifestyle. Okay, they have other responsibility and other roles in their daily lives. Okay, so they are looking for something, right, that they can make it long term. It can really develop to be a true lifelong habit that they can observe, they can do it. Okay, it's not just only for these 3 months, okay, or they are just tolerating for the 3 months, but rather it is something that they will embrace and then use it for the rest of their life. Okay, so let's look into this plan. Okay, so just now I mentioned it is important to eat a variety of food, of nutrients, okay, for our body to function normally. Okay, so you notice even for carbohydrates, okay, we are looking at just a portion size, okay, a feast size. Okay, so you will still need to eat it. Okay, it's just that you control it. Okay, otherwise it's very easy to go out of control, especially in Southeast Asia. Okay, no matter where I go, I always feel that carbohydrates is like always there. Okay, it's so difficult to find food that there's no carbohydrates in Asia. Okay, so we still need to eat some, but we need to cut it down, okay, in our normal diet. And then, of course, another feast size of fruits and vegetables, another feast size of non-meat protein, and another feast size of meat protein. Okay, so let's look at what are the protein sources. Okay, so non-meat protein, right, can come from your eggs, from your tofu, from your beancurd, okay, beans, cheese. Okay, so all these are different things like lentils, okay, also considered as non-meat source. Okay, so these are very good, okay, because usually it allows vegetarians to also, okay, get their protein intake. Okay, and usually I feel that the non-meat protein, right, will have less fats, okay? Because if you look at a meat source, right, it's so difficult. It's so difficult to remove the fat from the certain part of the meat. You can't really separate them. Okay, so it's good to have both types. Okay, because meat protein, they do give us more protein. Okay, but the thing is, it comes with other things like fats. Okay, so you want to have a balance of both. Especially if you are exercising, you are building muscle. These are all very important. Okay, because they form the raw material for building muscle. Okay, so of course meat. Okay, there are different types of meat. Okay, later on we'll talk about what would be ideal. That means even in the all the different type of meat, there will be the safer choice and the not so healthy choice. Okay, so we will also look into it. Okay. Next thing is vegetable proteins. Okay, I like this a lot. Okay, because I noticed that throughout when we were using this TR90 program. Okay, for some people who are not so active. Okay, meaning they exercise. Their exercise is like maybe 3 times a week. Okay, brisk walking, some form of jogging. Okay, but that's about it. Okay, so for those with these light exercises, right? If they will go about eating one portion of non-meat protein and one portion of meat protein, we recognize that their body fat percentage can come down, okay, but it doesn't help to overall reduce the weight of the body as good as it is. So that's why I would say if you are someone who actually already exercising, okay, and you can go to the gym every day, okay, or every day, right, you at least spend half an hour to do some form of strengthening exercise and cardio exercise mix around, right, then you will be fine if you really take a one full portion of the non-meat protein as well as the one full portion of the meat protein. Okay, but if you are going to be like me, okay, whereby I feel that I'm more a light exercise kind of person, okay, which is at most I will be doing brisk walking, okay, and then maybe if I got ever a chance, right, maybe once a week, I may try to exercise more. Okay, so this case, right, then vegetable proteins come in very useful. Okay, so we can eat more vegetables. They provide fiber, they provide vitamins and minerals. At the end of the day, they even help us with increasing our protein intake. Okay, so these are some vegetables that are also high in protein, so you can take note of it. Okay, next thing is, okay, about carbohydrates. Okay, so the thing about carbohydrates, right, is that they once they go into the fat cells, right, they go in, they never come out. Okay, so they tend to be stored in our body, right, to use for a rainy day. Okay, so our body is always like this. Okay, they will not want us to go into a situation whereby we don't have a backup supply. It's a bit like, you if your country always black out, right, what do? You will, if you can afford it, you will want to have a generator at home, right? Because you can't imagine that your refrigerator, your freezer, okay, because of a blackout, and then all your food will spoil or all the ice will melt, right? Okay, so the body reacts the same way. Okay, they want to always have a backup. Okay, so when they have storing food, right, they will always go into the fat cells and don't want to come out. Okay, so that's the reason why, no doubt we want to have them, we need to control their quantity. Okay, the quantity of this or carbohydrates. Okay, that means the rice, noodle, bread, all these are all your storing food. Mostly you found in your carbohydrates. Okay, do take note of the corn, the sweet corn. Okay, as well as the sweet potato. Okay, because even though we say they are vegetables, but really they are root vegetables. They are actually quite starchy. Okay, they contain a fair bit of carbohydrates. Okay, so they still belong to this category of bread, rice. Okay, as well as pasta. Okay, noodles. All these included. Even in the cereal. Okay, so cereal also have. Okay, so you have to make careful choices. Okay, because I know that there are also cereals that are high in protein as protein. Okay, so this one. Okay, now of course if your diet is lower in this, okay, you actually able to make sure that your fat cells don't get fat. Okay, don't get stored with so much of all these storing food. Okay, so next thing is looking at the portion size. Okay, so as I said, you have to manage it. So we manage it by our own feast. So that's quite fair, right? Okay, not your feast and then I must follow you. Okay, so this is according to your body. And of course, every time I'll be bringing my feast along with me, so it's easier for me to manage my portion size on my own. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. Every food group we are eating by our feast size. That's an easy way to remember it. Okay, and of course, next thing is we want to look into what are the different type of. Okay, so we want to build muscle so that we can, you notice muscle can weigh the same amount as the same amount as the fats, but you notice the mass, that means the size they take up. So when you actually gain muscle and burn fats, right, you actually look smaller, you look firmer, you look fitter. Okay, so that's why we also say TR90 is a body shaping. Okay, it actually helps you in sculpting as well when it comes to managing your weight. Okay, the next last part, okay, I want to share on the last part I want to share on. So how do we go about planning our day? Okay, so normally, okay, we have the three main meals: your breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Okay, and then there are two like snacks, healthy snacks. Okay, so breakfast, okay, you can make a choice. Okay, some people like to take the trim shake for breakfast. One portion of trim shake, okay, it's actually giving us one portion of carbohydrates and one portion of protein. Okay, so you can do it in the morning. Okay, and then lunch you eat normally and dinner you eat normally. Okay, or alternative like what you see over here in the picture, you can eat a normal breakfast and then also a lunch, and then after that you can use the trim shake at the dinner time. Okay, so that will help you to manage your overall calorie intake. Okay, it also help you to manage that you don't end up overeating. Okay, because if you're someone who eat out a lot, okay, it's not going to be easy. Okay, if you eat home cooked food or you home prepared food, then it's actually possible to manage the portion size better. Okay, so every day we have 3 portions of carbohydrate, 3 portions of protein, 3 portions of vegetables and fruits. Okay, and then of course depending on your activity, okay, you can have another 3 portion of the non meat protein or the meat protein. Okay, so this one we have to discuss according to your activity, your lifestyle. Okay, so, and then why do we increase, we actually add in the 2 snack, okay, because adding the snack, right, is helping you to maintain, okay, a consistent burning mode. Okay, so it's a bit like the charcoal theory. Okay, if you remember, in the charcoal theory, right, whenever we have charcoal burning, right, we always add some new charcoal inside before it totally extinguished. Okay, so when the charcoal is very hot, and then it's already at stable heat, we always add the new charcoal inside. Okay, and then let them be very close by. Okay, and then we always fan it. Okay, when we go for a barbecue. Okay, and then it will actually help to light up the new charcoal, right? Okay, so your new charcoal light up, so even if the old charcoal is going to extinguish, you got a new one to replace. Okay, so the healthy snacks have this function, okay, whereby they ensure that your body, right, has enough fuel, okay, or it has is instigated, okay, to continue to work for you, okay, work for your body. Okay, so these are snacks, okay, that will make sure that you have more burning time. Okay, total can bring up to 15 hours per day to sleep, per day, meaning even when you are sleeping, right, at this type of burning rate, right, you will be also burning fats even while you are sleeping. Okay, so that's what we want to achieve. Okay, so over here in general, okay, you can take a screenshot of this, that in general, okay, you want to reduce your carbohydrate and fat intake, okay, but maintain the protein. Okay, then of course obtain the 333 rule, okay, of the diet rule. Okay, and then next thing, the last part of today's sharing is on the traffic light rules. Okay, whereby even in that food category, right, there are always better choices, healthier choices. Okay, and then we also need to look into the cooking methods for this part of the video. Okay, so how do we choose? Of course, the green one, right, are the best. Okay, meaning the green light green categories, right, means they are very, very safe for all of us to eat. When they are in the amber, you need to take note. That means should not be taken frequently. Okay, maybe once in a while you want to eat the food that is in the yellow amber category is still all right. Okay, and then for the red zone, right, is called no, no, no. Okay, that means really should be only once in a while. Okay, or either you don't even want to take it, especially during this critical 3 months period. Okay, so green food group, right? Okay, are those that you look at the cooking methods. They are usually using a water to boil, okay, to steam, okay, or grill, okay. That would be the best way. Okay, parboil also included. Okay, they are generally do not have much oil created, or do not need to use much oil in its cooking. Okay, so that's the best. And next thing is okay, baking, steaming, boiling. Okay, then of course the yellow one, okay, is whereby you have to stir fry, okay, or you make into stew. Okay, stew, because the way they cook, right, usually I will also have a lot of oil. Okay, they stir fry already, then they put a lot of sauce, everything, right, and then boil it over a period of time. Okay, stir fry. And of course, red one is what you see as all the barbecue, okay, deep fried food. Okay, so these are things that they're going to use a lot of oil. Okay, of course, if thickened with starch, you all know, because in this case, you'll be over consuming your carbohydrates. Okay, so these are things that you try to avoid. Okay, you eat more clean food, more natural food. Okay, that will be better for you. Okay, and these are food types. Okay, so of course, when it comes to the protein, okay, we all know that the white meat are actually generally has less fats compared to the red meat. Okay, so if possible, we try to take more fish and chicken. Okay, and then of course the best way is to steam, okay, or light grill or red, okay, or pan fry a little bit. Okay, that's all. Okay, and then yellow zone, okay, it's where you get to see a bit of more frying, okay, or a bit of oil in the cooking, okay, or they braise it, okay, they stew it, okay, that will also have more oil. And then red is all the deep fried food. Okay, so this is how you can make choices. Okay, next thing is of course your non-meat source of protein. Okay, so some people say not meat, okay, then I say, you see, have you ever noticed that even for vegetarians, right, they also have weight issues? Okay, so there are many different, I'm so sorry. There are many different types of like vegetarians. Okay, some vegetarian really eats a lot more natural food, raw food, non-processed food. Okay, and some vegetarians actually eat a lot of more processed food, like the mock meats, everything. Okay, and then their cooking methods. Okay, even though they are vegetarian, they also eat a lot of deep fried food. Then that may not really give them a really that healthier diet. Okay, so next category, we talk about the carbohydrates. Okay, so fried rice, okay, no. French toast, no, okay, because this one is going to have more oil. Okay, and then of course the way they cook it, right, is going to increase in the calories. Okay, so plain rice, okay, brown rice, wholemeal bread, okay, all these, right, the less processed it is, right, the better it is for us to take. Okay, so that's how you can choose. Okay, and I always share with people there are too many variety of food in our region. Okay, in Southeast Asia, in Singapore, Malaysia, we are just we are just have too many choices. Okay, so the best way to really know how to plan your food, right, is to really discuss with your consultant. Okay, so take photos of the food that you regularly take, okay, or you normally would take, right, and then share it with your consultant. Okay, because that's the best way, okay, you can learn. Okay, your consultant will share with you what will be a better choice, etc. Okay, so even for vegetables and fruits, okay, there's also the healthier choice, and also some that is actually not helping you. Okay, so there's fried vegetables, deep fried vegetables like your tempura. Okay, all those are going to be really bad. Okay, and in between fruit juices and having the fruit itself, okay, so of course the fruit itself is a better choice. Okay, so all these you can actually ask your consultant for these images. Okay, or you can take a copy of it so that it can help you while you are learning how to select your food. Okay, so next thing, just a reminder. Okay, I only want to highlight the last point, which is the food diary. Okay, so the food diary is important because it helps you to document, okay, such that whenever you do a review, like together with your consultant, we can see, okay, what is the one that is causing you not to have results. Okay, which item is something that it just appear there, and then it just caused everything to go wrong. Okay, so I give you an example, okay, of I have a customer, okay, on TR90. So she diligently write her food diary every day, okay. But the funny thing is, I noticed that, oh, this couple of weeks, she keep having a higher body fat percentage. So I keep asking her, is there anything else? Okay, but she said, no, I have written everything for you already. This is what I eat. Okay, I eat more or less the same, but I must admit lah, nowadays I have to go for my part-time advanced diploma. Okay, so I always do it after I finish work at 5 o'clock, and then I start lesson at 7 o'clock. So between nowadays, after I finish my studies at 9 p.m., I may eat at 9 p.m. So she told me that she didn't change anything. That is the food that she eat, only the time change. Okay, she eat a bit later. I say, but it can't be, because your blood fat percentage increased quite a fair bit. So I say, okay, can I just check with you? You say you 5 p.m. Leave work, right? But lesson only start at 7 p.m. So what happens between 5 to 7 p.m.? So after I asked her, I realized that every time, right, she and her schoolmates, her classmate, right, they will sit at the Starbucks, okay, and they will order a ice blended frappe or something like that, okay. Then I know already, haha, so you drank a ice blended mocha lah. Then I asked her, got whipped cream or not? Then she laughed, because she said, sometimes I add whipped cream in my ice blended coffee, okay. So I asked her, I say, why you never write? She said, because that one beverage ma. So that was where I found out, okay, that she has been drinking ice blended drink, right? Because even though you may think that they are just drinks, but these drinks also have calories, okay. Whether is it from the milk, from the drink, if you have whipped cream, okay, that's going to give you extra fats and carbohydrates, okay. So writing a food diary, right, can help you as well as your consultant to identify, okay, which area can we look into, or which area we have missed out, okay, and then it will improve it. And true enough, so after my customer heard from me that actually cannot go and drink the ice blended coffee one, worse is like add whipped cream, right? Okay, so once she stopped that, right, do you know, after that she got very good results, okay. And to her surprise, okay, she actually got pregnant because after she was on the program, okay, her health is better, her whole fat and muscle ratio also improved. Okay, so that's one example. Okay, so in general, okay, these are all the choices you can have. Okay, try to drink more water during this period of time. Your body, right, is actually burning more fat, so there may be more waste materials being produced. Okay, so you want to drink more water, right, to make sure you clean up your body. Okay, make sure that it has enough fluids to for your body to improve on its metabolism. Okay, I do notice that when we are on TR90 program, right, my body feel a bit warmer. Okay, and I also feel that maybe a lot of processes going in. I need to drink more water. Okay, otherwise I feel a bit constipated. Okay, or I also feel thirsty. Okay, so that's why drinking water is important. Okay, and take note. Okay, doesn't mean fat free as no calories. Okay, so don't be fooled. Just like the case of my friend drinking ice blended coffee. Okay, so that we have to take note of everything we take. Okay, try to eat more fruits rather than fruit juices. Okay, because fiber do help you, okay, to fill it up so that you don't need to eat that much. Okay, so this, and then the last one, coffee and tea. Okay, so different depending on our culture and our habit. Okay, so some of us need more milk, some of us need more sugar. Okay, so I just want to share with you that if you look through our TR90 videos, you will get a chance to meet this lady called Suda. Okay, so she shared that once she reduced not taking sugar in her coffee and tea, which she always do at least once a day, right? That's when she actually overall in the 3 months, she lost 10 kg, okay? And her sugar also well managed. Her sugar level is better managed, okay? Because of just the sugar, okay? Take out the sugar from the tea and coffee, okay? So don't underestimate all these little things that you do on a daily basis, because when they accumulate, okay, that's when it can cause your body to gain all the fats and the weight. Okay, so that's last part. Okay, I'll just share an example of what you can have in a breakfast. Okay, so breakfast usually we have bread, okay, sandwiches. Okay, so this is one slice of bread, right, the normal square size of bread. Okay, so 2 slices is already one feast size already, okay? And then you can add in like tuna, like you can add eggs, okay? You can also add cheese, okay? That's one portion of protein, okay? And then you can add on the fruits or as well as the soya bean meal, okay? If you don't want a soya bean meal, it's fine also, okay? Then some people say, I feel very weird, morning eat something cold foods like that. So you can even separate these. That means morning you eat the sandwich, then you can have a morning tea break, right? That you can eat some fruits, okay? So you can even split this up, okay? Then lunchtime, one portion of rice, okay? So even if you go to eat economical rice, cai fan, right? That's also possible, okay? It's just that what dishes you choose with it, okay? Then you make sure don't put extra gravy or anything like that. That will be also all right to eat, okay? And then this is noodles, okay? And then okay, so wanton mee also can. Fish, okay, fish soup, bee hoon, okay, salad, okay, all these are all possible choices, okay? So these are some examples for all of you, okay? Because if we were to really go through all the different possible food choices, right, that's going to take us some time, okay? So I'll produce the next video whereby we give you more real life examples of all the different types of food that you can find outside and you can use it in your TR90 program, okay? So this is the trim shake, okay? So one portion of trim shake give you one portion of storing food and one portion of the burning food, okay? On top of this, you can also consider to add a yogurt or add a fruit. And all these, right, you can even put them together to blend them together, okay? So it tastes better, you can have more variety. Okay, after all, if 90 days, every day one trim shake, right, you get very bored, right? It's either vanilla, chocolate, or mocha flavor. So every day, same flavor. So what you can do is to add some fruits inside, okay? And then you can have a variety of flavors in your trim shake. Okay, so that's all for my sharing on your food planning, okay, and your food planning as well as your food choices. Okay, so that completes our first segment. Okay, so I do look forward to share with you all again on the second segment, okay, whereby we get to talk a bit more, okay, and share a bit more on all the different types of food that you can consider for your meals. Okay, so that's all.